I look for the this napkins and so on. My napkin drop already. So I bend down a bit. I go to the tablecloth. I like nobody see. You see, that is the best part.
Banyakkan amal di bulan ini. Hello, and welcome to the final episode of our mini-series brought to you by Muslimin Trust Fund Association or the MTFA. Now established in 1904, MTFA has been a pillar of support for Singapore's Muslim community, dedicated to uplifting the welfare of underprivileged Muslims and orphans. Through its Ihsan subsidiaries, MTFA continues its century-long mission by providing comprehensive assistance, including educational support, through bursaries and scholarships, subsidized dialysis services for patients with kidney failure, and free Islamic funeral services. Now, for more information, do visit the link in the description box. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in our final episode, he's a foodie. He's an icon. Ladies and gentlemen, BJ Kadir!
Thank you.
Wait, Uncle, before that, can you do your your iconic style apa? Yok mula yok. Yeah, in the camera. Okay.
Yuk makan yuk.
Apa kata makan bersama saya? Yuk makan yuk.
Yeah.
Thank you so much and
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Cantik rumah kau
terima kasih. Tapi bukan rumah saya sebenarnya.
Oh, okay.
Ini rumah Tuan Alina dan Hussein.
Alright.
Yeah. So Uncle BJ,
Yeah.
thank you so much for making time. How have you been?
So far, Alhamdulillah. So far, so good lah. Sekarang, now I'm doing, bukan cakap a lot lah, boleh lah. All kerja-kerja, all jobs that kredit akhirat.
Faham. The last time I met you was at Singapore Expo kan?
Jamnya things.
Yes, correct. Now, okay, Uncle BJ,
Yeah.
your trademark 5O.
Aha.
Okay, did that popular trademark of 5O start from Selamat Pagi Singapura? Or
That
how
one,
did that come about?
yeah, start from Selamat Pagi Singapura when I do for the shop to shops and so, because this one every week morning only the show going on. So yeah, that's what start the 5O. So if they put another 7O or 8O, that is not BJ Kadir. That is Borak. You see?
Jadi
So,
5O is the max.
5O max. If let's say I hardly give people 5O, you know, kalau macam I kasih 5O, if I give them 5O, that means the food are superb. No flaws that you can find, you see. So I usually give like wonderful everything. So I give like 4.5 like that. That is good.
Kira dah bagus.
Kalau macam 5O tu 5 bintang lah. Like that. Yeah.
Okay,
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Yes, and your influence on food was actually massive.
Yes.
Especially when you reward places and restaurants.
Yeah.
Okay. And 5O ni to the point where that place will be swarmed by people.
Oh yes, correct. This is what some of the, during that Selamat Pagi Singapura, during that some restaurant or some hawker food and so on, they underestimate, you know, like alah dia ni like that, you know, some sort like alah ada dia tak tahu once finish only the show, wow, people will flock to the place. During that time where got this handphone.
Betul.
That one, I think that is the time where what they call it, the small thing, the gadget.
Pager.
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 Pager. those were the days. And then upgrade, the pager can come out words like that, you know.
Betul.
So that's how it goes. And I tell you, flock people will come to the restaurant. There's one really like they underestimate the show, you know, like not me lah. They underestimate when come out on TV, the show, the Selamat Pagi like that. They forget that. So they just cook okay lah, like one big pot like that until afternoon. Okay. Once the show finish, within an hour, the food all finish. The whole area where this one like food court like that lah. The whole area. So what I say, rezeki bagi-bagi lah semua kan. Semua orang yang kata tak involve pun, kedai-kedai tu semua laku. Sebab they buy the food, orang dah datang kan. That's how it goes. So thanks God lah. Ini rezeki lah.
How did that make you feel? Like, you know,
I feel good. And then start from there, then they trust, you know. Like biji-biji, buatkanlah aku punya kedai. Like that, you know. I say no. Talk to the producer or talk to the TV. That is the time. That time is TCS.
Oh, okay.
TCS. Yeah, I did for SBC, TCS. Yeah, the what media called RTS first. Yeah, for generation. The SBC when I start with SBC RTS to SBC. That one, RTS to SBC. That is when they just, I did makeup, you know. I did a beauty industry. So I did makeup for the actor, the main cast, Iskandar Jauhari. I still remember that. Sponsored by Shell Company. So it's a big thing, you know. So... that's how I start with the media and so on, TV and so on.
So you actually started with makeup.
Makeup. And then after that, but I do food also. When beauty industry, not only you touch up, people touch here, touch there and so on. Inside, you have to, that one you have to study also. So how you got glowing skin and so on. That's
so is that how your love for food came about?
Yes. So actually, when you talk about cooking, during that Selamat Pagi Singapura, I host the thing. I don't cook, I host. So I invite people in, you see, that do the cooking. I just host the thing. But I know how to cook and so on. That it goes lah. But there's some show I did cook. Yeah, that time when, after I came back from States.
Why were you in the States?
Study beauty industry. Yeah.
So back in United States.
I graduate from California. I graduate cosmetologist.
Yes.
Which I do from head to toe. So, being there, you have to cook your own food and so on. So people be the Mexican food and then whatever, because down there like melting pot also, people from over. Yeah, they study. Some of them stay there. The Korean food like that. You see lah, they do, and then that's how I love food. Yes.
But is there a dish that takes you instantly back to your childhood?
Masak kicap lah. You know the black sauce?
Yes, I like. Tak kira lah ayam masak kicap.
Yang masak kicap ikan, masak kicap telur, masak kicap. Or another one. Telur ceplok dia masukkan tu. Sometimes the sayur also, the hard sayur lah. They put beside potato apa gitu.
So that means you have eaten quite a lot of different food,
Yes.
Or what's the most adventurous food you've eaten?
Adventurous food when I was in Shanghai. So there's a meeting and this I don't know lah. The owner of the company, they like me so much, you know. Okay. Actually, down there, I do the sales of this pots and pans, but the high-end one, you see. The boss, they deal, this one business deal lah. So after that, they give a treat. We go to this restaurant and that's where you can see duck tongue. All these are exotic food. And then I don't know what ice they have those all those
Ice.
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 So I said, oh, so nice, come. Then before they dish and so on, I take the peanut, I take the capsicum, all the veggie and so on, all I put in my plate like that, like greedy like that, because I put first, because if I put anything below, they can't see, right? But the tongue, I cannot escape because they take from they use the chopstick, put inside my plate, I have to eat. Okay. So that's how I have to eat that tongue. And then the other boss gave me one ice. I don't know. They have what they call the ice. So when I press inside my mouth, it tastes like creamy, you know, like egg yolk, like that you eat.
The ice?
The ice, yeah. So, but I think that is the eyeball. They have like hardened, like very thin, like plastic, like that, you know. So I look for the napkins and so on. My napkin drop already. So I bend down a bit. I go to the tablecloth. I like nobody see. You see, that is the best part. So I just pretend like everything okay like that. So the two boss all look at me. You like the ice? Yes, okay.
Okay. If you could have dinner with any chef, past or present, who would it be?
Who knows this? What? The serious guy? What? Gordon?
Gordon Ramsay?
Gordon Ramsay.
Wow.
Really duduk kat depan dia tengok macam mana dia makan.
Tengok dia makan je lah.
Tengok dia makan. Kita makan sama lah. Apa dia kunyah-kunyah, sedap ke tak sedap, dia tengok dia punya muka. That's what.
Okay. Now, do you think male hosts face any stigma in the culinary television scene of the 90s?
Usually that time, lady conquer lah for the cooking and so on. So after later stage, then you see a lot of male doing the cooking show, host for the show and so on. Yes, Chinese, Malay, Indian, all the same.
Yeah. Now you are known for your dapper and neat appearance and outfit, as well as your clutch bags.
Oh, yeah.
Has that always been your personal fashion sense, or was it created for television?
No. That one is my personal. I like to carry bag because easy to put a lot of things inside. You see, so at that time the clutch bag, the clutch I carry, and now the hanging one. You see, sling bag.
Sling. Okay.
Last time I have to carry that. So if let's say, but remember inside there got tote bag also, got scissors, got comb and tote bag.
Another tote bag
inside the bag. Because that one, if people give food or what like that for me to bring home. Keluarkan bag daripada the clutch bag, you see. So that's how it goes. Neat and so on, because you with the public. So very important lah. Bukan kata nak show off ke apa, but that's how. That is me. And I think my mom lah train all of us. No matter how at home and so on. You don't know who and who will come down. You pakai seluar pendek, seluar koyak ke apa, singlet ketiak berlubang or what like that. You don't know. There is people like that, you know. The more koyak, the more comfortable they use at home.
Betul.
But they forgotten. Sekali dia punya mother-in-law ke father-in-law datang, alamak kesian dia pakai baju koyak like that, you know. So not me lah. I don't. I tengok kalau koyak buang aja lah, buat kesat-kesat. Buat kesat-kesat apa lantai ke tingkap gitu. I did that. But I don't
Yeah, I think that is something I should learn lah, Uncle.
Yes.
Kadang I forget also.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
But you always look good. Yes, I know.
Okay, just now, Uncle, you mentioned that one of the essential items in your clutch bag includes scissors and comb.
Yes.
Where you go to shops to cut hair. How does that work?
Okay. Scissors and comb. Because sometimes I got my appointment for hair cutting and so on. So I got a few shot last time I do freelance, you know.
Oh, you go to the shop?
I go to the shop and cut. So we work like 40, 60. Some they give me 70, they take 30.
Yeah.
As time goes by, like the trend now, you want to go to garment building or certain building, even the media area and so on, they will check your bag, right? That now I cannot carry the scissors along with me. If not, anywhere I go, yeah,
You will
even
have
I
your scissors.
travel and so on, I got my scissors and comb inside there.
Also, you have always enjoyed hair cutting.
Yes,
is it?
I do. Yeah,
Okay.
and until now, my grandchildren, I cut the hair a bit. Yeah, my daughter and so on. Except I don't do for my son-in-law, but I do for my daughter.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to open your own salon?
I ever, yeah. That is my younger days. Yeah, quite sometime around 10 years.
Wow, that's long.
Yes. That's why I got the customer. All I make appointment like
Yeah.
you go to this shop, you go to this shop, so I can do my freelance job like that.
Okay. How? Okay, so I wanted to go to how they contact you, because in this day and age, everyone owns a phone and cannot live without their phone. But you actually only got your phone a couple of years ago. So how this customer contact you?
Yeah, this another one thing. I don't like to use handphone and so on.
Okay.
But I was forced to, and my children also say this, Dad, you must have this one in future. They say, you go to the bank, you go to everything will go inside your handphone. Always remember this, they say. So, first I cannot accept like that, but it's true. All the customer and so on will call me home line. So, the different that they all use handphone.
Yeah.
So, when come to me, all the home line lah. So home line also cannot cancel. If my daughter come back to the house once a while like that, they want to use computer, must have the line there. So they need the home phone. Just imagine from beginning a telephone as big as brick like that, and then come to then small until small like that, then come to all this.
Now can lipat-lipat
the lipat can open and big like that.
Yes.
So you just imagine how many years. I get my first handphone 2023. That is when I want to go to Peru. Yeah, the other side, Peru side. No handphone, no Peru.
Oh.
So you see how important when you go inside. If you want to go further up, because they part of it they're in the Amazon and so on, all those.
Yes.
And then when you climb Andes, if anything happen to you, how they want to contact you and so on. Because technology now when you travel and so on, no more like last time. Tour guide, tour leader. Hello, use the hailer and so on. No, all use whisper. They call it whisper. Whisper, where they hang to your ears and so on. They got the what one. So
dia pakai
when the tour guide talk about the place and so on, only you can hear lah. You can go you can hear. You see, they call it whisper. So they use that. So yeah, handphone is important because if anything, they will tell through the whisper. They say, okay, you get this, and then people all key in and so on. Advantage, disadvantage. Pegang handphone ni boleh merana juga, you know. Pernah kena?
Faham.
Kesian geng-geng kita yang kena apa?
Scam
Yes. That's all. Habis we are not savvy with all this. Sometimes I tell you honestly,
Dah kena
dengarlah. Tak kena scam.
Okay.
Kena rompak dia. Tapi ini cakap betul lah. Senior citizen ni semua dengar. Dia takut nak picit-picit, takut nanti lari. The same also, I do that. I'm scared to press anyhow like that. But when you hold this, then come in the healthcare. That you have to go for checkup and so on from MOH lah, Ministry of Health. That one. And then come to all the appointments. Then come to the government thing. Tell you to go and take that CDC voucher lah, whatever, and then the bank will tell you whatever. So a lot of thing information go in. So for us, I just start this from 2023.
You are always so cheerful, so positive, and you're always smiling. So I'm just wondering, what was the lowest point in your life, and how did you cope or manage?
In my mind, I love to laugh. and so on. Jadi macam I jumpa orang semua yang boleh ketawa gitu kan. Jadi that's how it goes. Even in school also. What for you wanna turn back and cry? Over already. Like macam you cakap, dah lepaskan satu word gitu. Macam mana you nak tarik balik kan? Just leave it lah. Kan adalah yang part macam orang yang kita sayang pergi gitu. That part sedih. But for whatever it is, kalau bergaduh ke apa gitu, no lah, I'm not interested mengadu-ngadu gitu kan.
Yeah. Okay. So more like when you lost someone close to you.
Yes. Itu that part.
Okay.
When my mother gone, my father semua itu, yelah, banyaklah kita learn macam, especially lah macam my mother-in-law kita different itu the Chinese, I Malay gitu, tapi kita learn a lot.
Oh, your in-law side is Chinese?
Yeah.
Okay.
In-law side semua Chinese.
Yeah.
So that's how we learn through life jadi itulah bila pergi satu-satu orang tu gitu kan, you love them so much and so on. Itu buat you sedih lah. Lain so far I tak ada apa-apa yang I nak cuma yelah, kita zaman-zaman sekolah kan, zaman-zaman detik hitam kita ada semua kan, benci cikgu, marah cikgu semua. Jadi when my job, I jadi wedding usherer. Itu I love that job. Until now lah, I still do the wedding ushering.
Oh, so what do you do? As in you usher?
Usher orang pergi tempat duduk.
To the wedding. Okay.
Carikan dia tempat duduk. Gitu. You layan dia sebelum dia ambil makan semua. Jadi they happy and they feel good. Jadi that is part your job to make people happy. Jadi kan macam you tak suka cikgu ni, you tak suka nanti orang ni ada, yelah hati you berkata, tapi you tak buat action tu tak nampak kan, tapi hati berkata ada dosa. Jadi gini, bila kita nampak kat wedding gitu gini, maaf saya, maaf banyak-banyak dunia air. Dak cikgu kita kan cium tangan sekali. Jadi macam dah clear 0-0 kan. Yes. Itu satu-satunya I love this job, you know.
But how are you at home, like you mentioned when you are out you macam so
alive,
cheerful and alive.
Kita I kat rumah kita punya conversation husband and wife tak berapa banyak macam excited ke apa gitu kan. Pasal dia kerja jumpa orang, I kerja pun jumpa orang hari-hari kan. Jadi tak ada apa benda kita nak cakap. Melainkan kalau macam kat kedai dia ada orang bergaduh ke, nanti I macam accident kan jumpa, baru kita duduk dinner time kita cakap lah. Kalau tak ada, itu sebablah telefon ni tak bagus telefon handphone ni ada sikit tak bagusnya. Sebab apa, kalau you dah tengok drama kan, dia makan lekal-lekas nanti, lekal-lekal, dan dia taruh pinggan gitu kan, dia masuk dalam bilik, dia baring, dia on dia punya drama, dia mesti nak habiskan kan, satu-satu. Jadi kita tak boleh conversation, tak boleh macam banyak, dah era inilah tak banyak cerita. Even kalau anak-anak I datang pun sama, dia asyik glue to the what that one. Jadi okay lah, conversation on semua kan. So I layan the cucu lah. I am happy. That's why I love your children also. You know, when I meet them, it's so lovely. I love children. Itu sebab gini, dulu-dulu cucu Leha, anak Lin semua, nanti lagi adalah a few of my friends semua. Nanti kalau jumpa kat dekat function ke apa, semua nanti macam they forget that there's a function. Nanti ramai-ramai hak peluk Dayak tau. Nanti dia tu go. Kalau nak hak satu-satu kan, satu.
Betul.
Ini hak ramai-ramai sekali.
Sudah.
Jadi nanti orang ingatkan apa, accident ke apa, semua memekak gitu kan. Dan semua diam. But it's fun. Like your children kan dah nak balik kan, they move. Like that lah, I love children. They're so innocent. Yes.
Okay. It's Ramadan now.
Yes.
And could you share your preparations or if there's any traditions for you and your family?
Kita buat ini dan sebelum dan selepas. Adalah I buat kerja-kerja amal gitu kan. Baru yang day before yesterday, kita tengok kita tengah cari nak kasih iftar orang berbuka puasa. Ini teman-teman I lah, nak cari yang dia ada budget berapa gitu kan. Kita belum cakap tau harga berapa yang kita nak. Sekarang kita masuk satu restoran ni, kita just for a drink gitu. Sekarang dia cakap saya boleh masak gini. Sekali dia kasih price tu below than apa yang kita ingat tau. You see rezeki nak kasih orang makan. Habis terus automatic. Okay, kita order 100 paket. Jadi yelah the price wonderful dia kasih. Semogalah Allah Ta'ala kurniakan niaga dia maju dan sihat tuan punya kedai ni dan tukang masak dia. Jadi itulah alhamdulillah sebelum dan sesudah. And during the Ramadan adalah sekali dua tu certain association dia jemput anak-anak yatim. Jadi kita entertain lah gitu kan. Itu memang iftar dengan anak yatim. Kalau tak ada pun dengan rumah orang tua gitu kan. Yelah memanglah orang tua tu dah tak boleh puasa kan, dah tua kan. Nak telan pun kena. Jadi itu ya disebut kredit akhirat kan. Try to get gitu. But you must enjoy lah doing it. I ada a few lah. Alhamdulillah. I'm so happy about that. Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Macam to be honest lah this kind of thing, even a bit you do, macam ada something inside your heart yang macam terbuka gitu. Like that. You ever experience that or not?
Yes.
You do?
With the right intention of course. Yes.
Macam lepas tu you rasa macam ringan ke. Even kalau macam you jalan, ni honestly dengan basikal, dengan apa semua, sekali ada satu kayu gitu macam dahan branch jatuh kat bawah gitu kan. Dekat lantai. Tak ada satu manusia pun nak ambil benda tu ketepikan ke apa. I kalau jalan tu, jadi I tengok gitu. I ambil, I buang dekat itu. Kata my wife cakap gini, kau jangan buang sembarang, kau kutip kau nak tolong kau nak jadi baik, kau buang kat tepi, nanti NEA punya orang saman kau buat littering kan. Kita dah buat. Jadi I cakap kalau I buang tu kesian nanti kalau orang tua wheelchair nak jalan, orang cycle kan branch tu macam dia langgar tu kan melantun benda tu ke apa. Jadi kita ambil buang je lah, bukannya susah kan. Gitu-gitu ya kadang-kadang small little thing gitu balik hari Jumaat gitu you feel dah sampai rumah macam gini gitu tau, macam you rasa ringan gitu tau. I don't know, that's what my experience lah. I feel that's wonderful.
Of course. Thank you so much for sharing and for reminding all of us to just be kind.
Yes. Yes, be kind to one another. Yes.
And even like you mentioned simple things like just picking up the stick and putting aside. You never know who you are helping later on or down the road.
Yelah, kita tak tahu apa gitu. Tapi nanti you balik, I tak expect apa-apa lah. Tapi bila I balik tu, I rasa macam wah, so lega gitu tau. Tak ada apa, macam so happy gitu tau. Habis lagi satu gini, tak fancy-fancy lah kalau orang kasih rezeki, walaupun kopi tak ada gula, tak ada apa semua, you minum tu, sedapnya rasa.
Kopi
tak ada, agaknya orang yang buat tu ikhlas agaknya kan? Itu mama-mama tu semua macam you minum, sedapnya, masuk kat tekak macam halal, macam syuk gitu tau. Ada satu kedai ni, dia I pula macam bukan ngada-ngada gitu tidak. Bila I nampak dia kat situ, alkal order dia punya kopi getih ke. Dia buat si orang ni lah, dia buat tuan punya kedai tu buat. Tapi pekerja dia, I tak pernah suruh macam satu teh gitu, tidak. Bila dia ada yang herannya, bila I order, sekejap lagi nanti ramai orang kat situ beli juga at the same time. Dia bos tau, dia kena buat untuk semua orang gitu kan. Jadi bila agaknya dia ikhlas lah, dia tak ada macam komplain agaknya. Jadi kita minum dia punya teh, masuk kat tekak macam macam dia pernah tak Pernah tak
Pernah,
happen?
tapi bulan-bulan Ramadan kita buat pasal minum air ni memang
Yes.
dahsyat ni. Dahsyat.
Jangan marah. Macam syuk gitu dengar penonton.
Tak apa, lepas buka
Lepas buka. Yes.
gitu.
You can.
Semua orang boleh.
Hmm.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much, Uncle, for sharing.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like you said, I think it's so important our niat, our intention.
Yes.
I mean, if we want to be kind but we expect something in return, then
Yes. No.
sudah salah.
Sudah salah itu semua.
Yes.
Habis lepas tu gini, jiran. Neighbor
Jiran, yes.
Jangan kira agama
Okay.
jadi jiran. I rasa jiran ni yang paling mustahak.
Yeah,
Paling mustahak. Janganlah cari musuh dengan jiran. Mungkin tempat I tinggal tu banyak jiran-jiran warga mas. I tak tahu berapa jiran muda dia. I tak tahu. Jiran I semua warga mas. Kita duduk sana bertahun-tahun. Feeling dia kita macam adik-beradik tau. Macam alah, kalau rumah seligi tu tak payah cakap lah. Toilet kau penuh, kau datang rumah aku. Gitu kan, macam pintu terbuka. Gitu kan.
Kampung.
Macam yes, kampung
vibes.
Kampung vibe. Macam toilet dia pakai, kita sana satu toilet aja tau, bukan dua toilet. Cuma yang 4 bilik aja ada 2 toilet, tapi bukan dua-dua ada boleh sitting bowl gitu, tak ada tau. Satu mandi, satu ada sitting bowl lah. Gitulah dia punya. Ada dalam bilik master bedroom tak ada apa toilet tau. Kena keluar. Jadi kat sana lah, ini cerita sana. Semua neighbor semua know each other. Jadi macam kalau you ada saudara you datang, dia pakai toilet, habis you nak melepas kat mana? Takkan nak turun bawah kan? Masuk aja lah. Tak ada kedai-kedai kopi.
Okay.
Jadi dah satu deret gitu kan. You pilih aje lah rumah siapa you nak masuk. It's so funny. Dan lepas tu gini. Nanti gini. Air batu, kalau dak raya Cina, raya apa Dipa Bali ni semua kan. Gini. Air batu aku dah habis kan. Di rumah siapa gitu. Kau buka je peti ais dia, ambil bawa balik. Nanti kontainer tu kasih balik. Ini orang situ gitu tau. Jadi ada macam mana nak cakap, ukuah dia punya itu bonding tu ada. Habis dapat tu gini. Janganlah you nak kirim sampai 4, 5, 7. Nanti orang tu kan beli terlupa apa yang dia. Jadi kalau satu orang pergi pasar, you boleh kirim 2 benda. you tahu tak? Ini semua zaman-zaman ini ni just susah nak dapat je. Kau nak pergi pasar ya? Kau apa? Tolak troli kan? Tolak troli. Kau belikan aku toge dengan tahu. Gitu kan? Nanti yang itu kirim apa? Kau belikan aku satu keping ikan. Lagi satu apalah dia nak 2 je, tak boleh banyak.
Tak boleh banyak
Okay. Nanti dia terlupa. Jadi tahulah warga mas kan. Nanti dia taruh kadang balik aja semua dah gantung kat pintu you. Wonderful kan? Mana you nak cari? Itu satu. Habis adalah satu kali kita pergi wedding. My missus ni dia macam dah spoil sikit lah. Pasal dia tak pernah tutup pintu. Pintu depan, pintu apa?
Pintu rumah.
Pintu rumah, gate semua dia tak tutup. Yang tutup I. Kalau nak jalan, last person to go out dan lock everything. Jadi nak keluar. Orang sana pun ada yang tak tutup pintu lah. Betul. Ada rumah yang tak tutup pintu. Sungguh. Jadi keluar. Sekali dah dalam taksi gini. Kau dah tutup pintu. Kau tutup pintu? Dia cakap. Tak tutup pintu tenganga. Jadi you tengok jiran how nice. Jiran tutupkan gate. Wonderful. Mana you nak cari? Kan? Kalau macam separuh
jangan
orang.
sebelum dia tutup gate dia angkut TV. Itu cannot.
Tak ada.
Tak boleh.
Dia angkut barang-barang kemas orang tu yang kat dalam apa. Itu yang tak nak. Ini boleh. Semua jiran-jiran wonderful. Itu sebab I cakap. Itu sebab I cakap jiran important. Kalau ada kematian, sakit, apa gitu kan. Dia ada first person datang kat rumah kita tolong tau.
Because they are right next to you.
I ingat satu tu my missus kena mild stroke. Sekarang muka pucat semua tau. Jiran sebelah suami dia bawa bansa dia repair rumah orang macam nak nak paku dinding ke apa, plumber ni semua kan. Kita dah suntuk gitu muka dah pucat gitu. Habis dia tolong angkat, bawa pergi dekat dia punya van, taruhlah dekat-dekat dengan dekat seat dia ada skru, ada apa semua kan, bawa pergi hospital. Bila polis stop, dia speed, polis stop, polis tengok orang kat sebelah macam dah lain polis escort sampai hospital. Pasal rumah I tak jauh daripada Tang Tok Seng or GH lah dekat. Jadi itulah jiran Mana you nak cari jiran gitu. Itu sebab I cakap bila satu pergi gitu sedih, dia punya kebaikan, dia punya apa, kita tak ada rumah, anak kita nak masuk tak boleh, pintu tertutup, pakai galah tolak-tolak dia tolong. Alamak, itu wonderful. Ya.
Siapa yang jolok pakai galah ni?
Ini jiran yang itulah yang the driver tu masa Molly kena mild stroke dia bawa. Habis pintu tertutup, anak kita dalam bilik. You just imagine. Macam mana dia kanak-kanak nak buka dia tak tahu macam dulu-dulu punya pintu kan macam ada latch gitu kan. Pintu lama punya bukan yang sekarang punya luar tak boleh buka, dalam boleh buka.
Sekarang pakai gini, tampilin.
Tengok habis dia pakai galah lah. Tolak daripada buka tingkat sikit, tolak. Nasib baik galah tu panjang enough to tolak. Habis bila dah tolak terbuka, kids, you nak cakap macam mana? Pull the door. Makin nak pull, dia tengah push gitu kan. Dia confused tau. Dah tertutup lagi sekali. Suruh dia pergi kat tepi gitu, tolak lagi, neighbor tolong tau. I tak tangan I tak sampai nak jadi neighbor tolong. Alhamdulillah. Tengok where you wanna get. Sekarang semua dah jadi mak-mak, bapak-bapak semua kan. Wonderful.
Thank you so much Uncle for sharing all your
Mungkin
stories.
my story ni macam common gitu, tapi
common ke?
Tapi kita hidup muhibah then Allah berilah all those that one thing wonderful.
I believe that everyone have their own stories and we can all learn from their stories.
Yes, betul lah. Alhamdulillah. Allah Ta'ala kasih kita tak ada satu aja jiran Melayu, tapi semua lain bangsa, but wonderful.
So thank you so much once again Uncle for sharing all your stories, for being so open and so so funny, all your travel stories as well. So thank you so much. I think we all really, really appreciate it, and thank you for making the time to come down and share with all of us. I really, really appreciate it lah. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Izan.
Yes.
I also enjoy this podcast. I feel comfortable when I talk to you and so on. Alhamdulillah. And we did this for the Ramadan kan.
Of course,
jadi macam wonderful.
Yeah.
I hope Allah Ta'ala give you the credit. I also got my credit. The Angel tengah ni Angel yang kat sini ni.
Gitu.
Dia tengah rekod lah. Dia masukkan, kau dapat lah 5 point, aku dapat 5 point gitu kan.
InsyaAllah, lebih-lebihkan lah poinnya ya.
Yes.
So thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you semua. Yes.
And of course, we want to thank our official sponsor for this mini-series, Muslimin Trust Fund Association or MTFA. Thank you so much for coming on board. This year will be a year of evolution for MTFA and their services. So with Ihsan, they want to provide more services, fulfill more hope, and provide more help to the community. So to learn more about MTFA and their ongoing efforts to uplift the community, you can head to their Facebook or Instagram. So with Ihsan, you can also make a difference by supporting their causes. Just scan the QR code on the screen and visit the link. So you can also head on to all the links that's in our description box to find out more. And once again, Uncle BJ, any last words for everyone in this beautiful month of Ramadan?
Last word from me, jangan lokit dengan parent. Ini satu. Lagi satu, be kind to one another. Jangan lupa buat banyak-banyak kredit akhirat. It's wonderful. You don't know what you get. BJ kasih 5
Yes! 5 point, 5 credit for akhirat.
Yes.
Thank you so much once again,
Thank you,
Uncle BJ.
thank you.
And thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to our mini series. We hope you enjoyed it. And once again, thank you so much, MTFA as well. Uncle BJ.
Thank you.
Yay!
Right.
BJ Kadir!
Yeah. Oh.
5.
5. Oh.